If you're a solopreneur or a small business owner and you've ever hired a freelancer on like a My Hero VA, Upwork, or a Fiverr, this video will be important for you. Coming back here, the purpose of this video is to make you aware of some potential things that could happen that may affect your business. The purpose of this video is not to be afraid. Nothing has happened yet. Nothing may not happen. So we're going to be talking about these two bills that were introduced that may impact your business. The resources we're going to use in this video, mainly just govtrack.us, will be in the links below. Feel free to use it as well. So we're going to be checking out a bill called Keep Call Centers in America Act of 2025, HR 4954, and another bill that might impact you if passed called the Hire Act. What the heck does all of this mean? Well, going over to our resource, govtrack.us, it looks like this. And in here, you can check out bill numbers. So this one right here is the Keep Call Centers in America Act of 2025. And you can actually scroll down and get some information on this stuff, which is cool because it's typically confusing. So you can see it was introduced about 3-ish weeks ago. And some people said, yeah, this looks good. More people said, push it through. More people said, push it through. And it was signed by the president. Does this mean it's a law? No, that does not mean it affects you. That means it's got to go through another hefty few processes for more people to push it through and either say yay and or nay. So that's the process this one needs to go through. And then for the Hire Act, the Hire Act was actually just introduced a few hours ago. So it's just in this first step. So again, nothing to freak out over, but definitely be aware of. So where are things with these two bills? The first one, I'm just going to call this one the call center bill. It's been introduced. It's not a law. What it does is, this was interesting. If passed, it would create a public list. So anybody can look it up. Shaming list, right? So it would be a public list of companies that move call center work offshore and would also make them ineligible for certain federal grants or guaranteed loans for up to 5 years. Oof, if you rely on those things, the loans and the grants. It would also require disclosure of the agent's physical location at the start of a customer service interaction and let the consumer switch to a US-based human on request. I get a phone call, ring, ring, ring. Hi, this is Sally from India, right? She would have to say that without me asking. And then she would go into her whole thing. And then I could be like, let me talk to an American. And then she would have to go, okay, sir, not a problem. And then switch that call. So that's what that would look like. Also, what it does is a lot of stuff you're going to see on Twitter, X, and the news and everything is going to talk specifically about India. But if you dig into things, it's more so the verbiage talks about remote agents abroad. So just remote workers working from home, Philippines, India, Latin America, Egypt, right? So just be aware of that. And federal contracts with call center work would just need to be performed in the US. Next, so where things are at with the Hire Act, it's just a proposal at this point. What it would do, though, if passed, would put a 25% tax on outsourcing payments. Oof. So any money paid by a U.S. company to foreign workers serving U.S. consumers. Again, it's a proposal, not a law. If it did pass all the way through, it would make things more expensive. So if you're paying your whole team like 10 grand a month, you would then just automatically need to pay them $12,500. So an additional $2,500 per month just as a tax. Where would that go and who would charge that? I don't know. Like if you pay your contractors via like a PayPal or like a Payoneer, would those companies be forced to tax you on that? Not sure, but yikes, right? Second thing for these two bills, I wanted to give you a hypothetical situation now and then if it passed. So I just kind of broke it down in two different sectors here for the calling, the customer service, like on the phone stuff, and then what a majority of us and solopreneurs are going to hire freelancers and people in Egypt and Latin America for like video editing, building funnels and stuff like that. So let's start on the right for the Hire Act. So let's say for your business, you're hiring a video editor, right? Today, that's fine. If the call center bill, this one, passes, no change, you're fine. If the Hire Act, this one that takes your money, passed, then yeah, paying these freelancers and workers, you'd need to pay that 25% tax on those payments. Again, this is not law today. It may not be law ever. Where those payments would go or who would take them, I don't know. Another hypothetical. Let's say you need cold callers or you need customer service for your business. Today, it's fine. Just make sure you're following the laws. Don't call, do not call lists, scrub your lists, do whatever you got to do. If the call center bill were to be passed, your overseas agents, and overseas does include, like if you're in the US, it also does include South America. So your agents must state where they are without being asked, hi, this is Sally from India. And if the caller, so an American person being called, asks, you have to route them to a US human. Like, yeah, I want to talk to a US customer service rep. Then you have to have that option available. If you take any federal grants or loans, you might be ineligible for those if you do offshore call center stuff. So it's not good. And for this example, if you have cold callers and customer service callers, if the Hire Act, this one, that's that 25% tax, if that moved, then yeah, it would just be 25% more expensive, which nobody likes, right? All right, we got now really important part of the video, practical takeaways for you right now and moving forward. So for both bills, let's say creative and marketing hires abroad, everything's fine today. Go to My Hero VA, go places, go hire, go expand your team, you're good. I would watch these things. So watch the Hire Act and keep an eye on the Keep Call Centers in America Act of 2025. So what is it? HR 4954. Make sure to use GovTrack if any of this interests you. Like I can't look up, what was it? The Hire Act, because it's still just being introduced, but you might be able to look it up. For this one, I can look up HR, what was it? 4954. Hey, there we go. 4954, and it'll pop up right there. You can track these, get information on it. Like it gives a little snippet of what it is. Yeah, you can follow along. Also, some practical information, customer service and cold calling abroad. Again, follow the rules, you're okay today. If the cold calling or the call center bill moves, you gotta prep simple location disclosures, make sure everyone's saying, hi, I'm so-and-so from so-and-so place. But then you also need to have a US agent for fallback. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people switch over to that US agent as well. So just be prepared for that. If you have a team of 100 agents in India and you're only getting like one or two agents, I don't know if that'll be good. So just be aware of that. And yeah, if you rely on any federal grants and loans, just be careful. Finally, if you're looking to hire for your company, check out the link below to go to myherova.com, post a job for free. You can just get great applicants, 24 hours or less. Start hiring.